Hey everybody, it's Celeste Joan, and today I'm going to be talking about a project that is no longer a project. So I honestly thought that I never was going to abandon a project. I was never going to let some of my characters go and stop telling their story. However, I'm doing that. If you guys looked at my website, I had a project on there called Project Trust, and it dealt with a very heavy topic that I don't feel comfortable writing about and telling the story in the way that I was telling the story. And I've been kind of realizing that over the past few months, that maybe this isn't a story that I need to tell. Maybe this character's story, it happens within my universe, but as of right now, it's not a story that I need to tell. And that's okay. There's some things that just, I don't know. It didn't sit right with me. A little bit of background on Project Trust. I came up with the idea in freshman year of high school because of something that my English teacher told me about, or told our class about. And I thought, wow, this would make a really good story. So I wrote it. So the first draft was very not okay. It was fine. It got the story down on paper, but it was so over the place. There were these two topics that this book deals with, and neither of them should be dealt with lightly. And over the past few days, I've been thinking, why am I putting my character through this? Why is this happening? And I couldn't give an explanation. I can defend why I kill some of my characters. I hate it, but I can. But with the thing that happened to this character, I couldn't defend it. I couldn't be like, oh, well, this just happens because of this and this and this. I don't know why it happened to her. And that didn't sit right with me. I'm just like, I don't know, it just didn't sit right. She's a freshman in high school. She really shouldn't be dealing with the thing that I put her through, which is real life. But I don't know, it just didn't feel right for me to write that story the way that it was going. In a lot of my books, I have two plots that are going on. I have the main plot and then the other main plot. But these two plots were so completely separated. Yes, one of them made the other one kind of happen, but it also didn't. This thing was going to happen no matter what at some point. And so I've decided to separate them. And the thing is, I can't get rid of my character. I can't get rid of Camille, Terry, Brandon, and Priscilla. I can't get rid of them. They're the second friend group that I wrote, and they have such different personalities. Camille is anxious. Terry is just kind of going with it, but also very protective. Brandon's kind of a jerk. Just being honest. I was rewriting something, one of the scenes he was in, and I was writing his dialogue, and he was such a jerk. Oh my gosh. And then Priscilla is the happy-go-lucky, joyful friend. So I have these four friends that are all completely different, and they're in freshman year of high school, and all of these bad things just start happening to all of them. And this is gonna sound absolutely insane if you're not a writer and if you don't do this, but all of my stories are connected, and I have a master timeline and calendar of when everything happens. And I personally can't get rid of these characters from my universe. Their stories are happening. I might write about Brandon's story, or I might write about Terry's story, or I probably won't write about Priscilla's story because she's going through something similar that Camille was going through that I don't feel comfortable writing about for them because they're so young. I'm writing a new adult book that deals with similar topics, but it's different. It feels different. I can't get rid of these characters completely, so I am letting them exist in my universe. They might be mentioned somewhere or another, but as of right now, I'm not telling their story. And that's really sad because I love these characters. They're wonderful. So Camille is probably the character that is most like me, but isn't me. So I've decided to end the life of Project Trust. Which hurts. Like, it hurts. I didn't want to do this, but I was thinking about it yesterday, and it just, for some reason, something clicked, and it didn't feel right to write the story that was being told. It just didn't feel right. So, what's next? Let me tell you. There's 2 plots that are happening to Camille in what used to be Project Trust. I am breaking them up. There is the heavy topic that I don't feel comfortable writing about right now, but still happens, somewhat. I'm still trying to figure out her new story. And there is the family aspect of her plot. And I'm going to be focusing on the family aspect of this plot. And so I have started breaking up Camille and my new character while I'm still trying to rewrite Project Restart. So I am working on breaking them up. I don't have a name for her yet, but I'm excited for this because, well, it's a new project. I'm gonna be excited for a new project, but I know the plot line somewhat. I have to figure out the whole friend thing though, because I can't copy and paste Camille's friends into a new book while they also still exist in a different book. So I have to kind of figure out what I'm gonna do that way and figure out, you know, what's going on. It hurts to say goodbye to breaking trust, but it also, this feels right. I don't know how else to explain it other than it feels right. For me, at least. And again, once I do figure out Camille's new story, it'll be happening in the background for now. If I get to a point where I feel comfortable writing about it, then I might write her story, or I'll write Brandon's story, who knows a little bit about what's going on with Camille's story. Because Brandon also has this whole thing going on, and so does Priscilla, and so does Terry. They all have their own stories, and like this is why all my books are connected, because I fall in love with my side characters and then just want to give them their own book. So I do. I used to write in like multiple tenses all the time. So Project Restart originally started out as 3 points of view. It is now down to 1. Project Trust started out as 3 points of view. It is now gone. But yeah, so it switched from 3 to 2, and then I was going to do 1. And I was writing the 3rd draft, so I was literally working on Camille's story instead of working on Project Trust, which is, Camille's story is still going on. But I am going to be working on Project Family because it deals with a lot of family issues and this new character's family dynamic. So before I end this video, I want to go ahead and kind of show you guys me comparing and contrasting these 2 characters that were originally 1 character. We have my main character, Camille Daniels. And for Project Family, I don't have a name. I might go Scarlet. Scarlet sounds like a good name. I don't know. She feels like an S name to me. And that's, I don't know why. Sabrina? No. Scarlet? That could work. Oh, I'm terrible with names, but Scarlet might work. But yeah, we got our 2 main characters. Family for Project Trust was originally mom, dad, older brother, dead older sister, and 2 younger siblings that were adopted. Wow. Project Trust, I have now decided to shorten her family a little bit. It just kind of works better for the story that's being told. So it's going to be mom, dad, older brother. And with the older brother, there's not going to be as much of an age difference between the 2, so that'll be good. And then for Project Family, that's where we have the mom, dad, older brother, older dead sister, younger brother. These 2 are twins and they're adopted. So I'm keeping the family in Project Family, but I'm keeping the friends, which is the next thing. The friends from the original project are staying in Project Trust. So for Project Trust, we've got Terry, Brandon, and Priscilla as Camille's friends. And then for Project Family, all of her friends have moved away. So she's kind of friendless. She just hangs out with the people from school while at school and then does her own thing at home. Also kind of what I did. Yeah. And then they both share a common teacher. So Miss Bennett is an English teacher at Lakeview High, and Camille has her for her freshman English class. I'm not exactly sure what Project Family will have her for. Camille is a freshman in high school. I can't decide which grade my new character is going to be in. I just can't figure it out yet. She hasn't told me. So the emotion that most embodies Camille is anxiousness, and the emotions that most embody my new character are confident, organized, and a perfectionist, which leads to anxiety. So I'm super excited to continue learning about these new characters that were once one character and figuring out what their stories are. It feels right. I don't know how else to describe it other than it feels right. I could talk about my books forever. I could do it forever. Yeah, I am abandoning Project Trust and splitting it into 2 projects, and I will be focusing on Project Family. I don't know when I'll get around to writing this. It'll probably be another year or 2, but I'm doing it. I'm doing what feels right for my stories. I'm also really glad that this happened yesterday, because now I have a video to film for today, because I didn't have a video idea before yesterday, and I was like, oh no, I'm abandoning a project. And I was like, well, I might as well talk about it, because, it's an important thing to talk about. Sometimes there are projects that you're not meant to write, and right now, Project Trust is one of those. I don't know. I'm rambling at this point. I don't want to do my homework. So I'm gonna leave it there. This feels like the right step. Let me know down in the comments below if you have ever completely abandoned a project idea, or if you've morphed it into something completely different, because I'm taking a project idea and splitting it into 2 projects and letting one happen without me telling it. And that just it just feels right. I don't know how else to describe it. So I have to go update my project website, and take Project Trust off of it. Oh, that's sad. But that is all I have for today's video. If you guys liked it, go ahead, scroll down, hit the like button, comment down if you've ever abandoned a project, and I will see you guys all hopefully on Sunday, if not next week. Bye! So Miss Bennett is an English teacher at Lakeview High. Sorry, I also just named all of my, the 2 towns that I'm working with right now. I'm so excited.